to the 2012 Easthampton Bear Fest. Wow, look, it's sunny. You better speak fast. ECA Plus is a city arts organization that brings you the Bear Fest. And I'm Burns Maxey, the Easthampton City Arts Plus coordinator. Our committee of dedicated volunteers could not have succeeded in this momentous occasion of the second Bear Fest without the help of many others, such as the artists who have shared their creative talents, and many are here today. Our selected artists, have given 200% in making these bears, beginning with the creation of the bear statuette by Amy Davis. Amy, are you here? To the 40 professional artists and 52 student classrooms who put together the finishing touches on their sculptures. They spent hours upon hours perfecting their creations that you will see as you take the bear walk today through September 12th. When you take that walk, you will also see the names of businesses and individuals listed on each bear. These are local people from Easthampton, Westhampton, and Southampton who care about this community. Many recognize the success of the 2009 Bear Fest and did not hesitate to support the artist and ECA Plus in this festival. Please take notice of their names and support them in return. Not only will it make you feel good, but it'll give you the power to help grow and sustain our community. So buy local. Lastly, there is a crew of volunteers who made this Bear Fest happen. They may not know this, but I refer to them as the beautiful people. Some are returning for their volunteer stint of the 2009 Bear Fest, while others are brand new. Because so we have about 40 volunteers, just to give you an idea. Because so much time and hard work is put into making this actually happen, I've always asked those volunteers, why? Why do you get involved in this? And several weeks ago, one volunteer told me that in 2009, she was battling against cancer. And one of the few joys that she experienced was seeing the bears exhibited on the streets. She said she promised herself that once she made it through the struggle, and if she had the chance to get it, she would get involved. This is one story of many that I heard and really kept my momentum going. This morning, many of the volunteers watched the sunrise in Easthampton to install these bears. We woke up at 4 a.m. or 3:30. And one of those volunteers is one of the most avid supporters of the arts and is absolutely dedicated to the improvement of Easthampton. This man gets it. He understands the strength of the creative economy and knows what a great resource the arts bring to Easthampton, and we are lucky to have him here. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mayor Michael Tausnick.
Thank you for coming out. You are going to see some of the best bears you've ever seen here in Easthampton this time around. I have to tell you that there's a hay bear here in town, if you haven't noticed it yet. But I want to talk about it because I do support the arts, but I get nervous sometimes. And when Burns came to me and said, "Oh, we got a local farmer, a fellow that I know very well, rent some land for me, wants to do a hay bear, about 16 feet tall." Wait a minute. So I went through all of the trials and tribulations of trying to figure out whether it was safe or not, but when you see it, you are going to fall in love with it. So I'm really happy that Adam volunteered to do that and that was added this year. I want to thank you again for coming out. I want to acknowledge a couple of the officials in the crowd. The city council is represented here. I think I saw Councilor Hagan. Dan, if you're there, you are. Don't think I saw any others, but you're always welcome. And District Attorney Dave Sullivan's here, a Easthampton hometown boy. my job to introduce the folks in the state legislature that make some of this possible. But I really do want to echo what Burns had to say. In particular, the volunteers, the heart and soul of the community in all that we do, including the Bear Fest, are why we are successful. We are successful because we believe in ourselves. We understand that what others may see as problems or things to deal with, we see as opportunities. The Bear Fest is a wonderful example of that. The 2009 event was such a success. Not all the people that were involved in that are still involved here. And so the question became early on, can we actually put that group back together? It was easy. Burns made it look like she'd been doing it all her life. I want to remind you that this is just the beginning of, I think, what's going to be a wonderful afternoon. I do believe that the weather's going to cooperate with us. There's a sidewalk romp that happens after the event here. Then we're going to walk down to Main Street, and there'll be an event behind the Easthampton Savings Bank that'll run till 8 o'clock. There's, I think there's an unveiling, Tom Brown, there's an unveiling at the bank this afternoon of one of the other bears. Very special bear parked in front of the bank. Couple of them in front of the bank, I think. You are our biggest sponsor, right? Did I read that? Sponsors are on the back. It doesn't work without these folks. Easthampton Savings Bank is a polar bear. They're the lead sponsor. Thank you very much. On the way, there's lots to do. If you haven't gotten one of these, find one. They're being passed out in the crowd. Poetry reading right across the street. Barbershop tunes starting at the bike path where it crosses Union and continuing to Razor's Edge. And then Jenny's place up on Shop Row. What you're going to see when you visit this festival, whether you're visiting it today or whether you're going to visit it at some time between now and the middle of September, is art with a heart. You're going to see bears that have a message, that talk to you, that give you a sense of why they've been created and who the artist is. Today you're going to have an opportunity to visit with the artists as you walk downtown. They've come out today. Many of them are here in the crowd. I recognize quite a few of them. And you can ask your questions, but take a look at the art. We were putting them up this morning, and we only got to do a part of them. There were 6 teams, I think, about a dozen or 14 people. But the ones that we put up, we had a chance to handle and to look at very closely, and it is amazing. You're going to love this stuff. So I'll gush on and on, but I do want to thank you again for coming out. And I want to tell you how proud I am of my community and how proud I am of all the people that serve my community and who live here. And so we owe this to you, and you've made it happen. Don't want to forget the expandable brass band that are accompanying us on the way down.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Thank you for that little reminder. And now I want to introduce our senator. Mike Knappich is from Westfield, but you wouldn't know it by what he does for us. He's a Republican, but you wouldn't know it by what he does for us. And he's a friend, and I want you to know that. He's done a lot for the community in every facet. Every time we ask, both he and Representative Sybeck are there, that what can we do, how can we help? And this is possible, this event is possible with the help of a state agency in the way of a grant from the Massachusetts Cultural Council. And those grants are very important, and we thank you very much for that. Both Mike and John have something to say, and I think they have something to present. So, my friend, your friend, Mike Knappich.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. I'll take that as a great compliment. I'm a Republican who absolutely loves the arts, and And it's such a pleasure to represent Easthampton with the vision you've provided for this community, and my good friend John Syback, and together with the partners down in Boston who try as we can to bring home some of the resources for whatever the activities are, schools and roads and bridges, and gosh knows you'll have some of those coming along later this year. But I also want to recognize Eric Snyder from the Chamber of Commerce. The business community has been so, Eric, thanks so much for being here as well. You all know better than I do how important and integral the business community is to making sure that there's great success in everything you do up here in the town of Easthampton. And I know Burns mentioned a moment ago that thing called the creative economy. And it's really a great two-word phrase that represents so much of what the focus of government at the local, state, and federal level is about moving forward, is capturing the ideas and capturing the energy within communities to do some incredible things. And to see all these young people here today, I know is gratifying to your mayor and the rest of us who have the privilege of representing this community, because it shows a vibrancy and an excitement. And Easthampton is a fun town to represent. It's a fun town to represent because it's a fun town to live in. So while I may not live here in Easthampton, I can assure you I do have bear envy. So I did buy one of the, thank you there for the symbol. I did buy one of the limited edition bears, and you may have read lately, there's a bear that made its way out to Cape Cod in Provincetown somehow, and it's the first one there in hundreds of years. And I can't guarantee you this one's going to get to the Cape, but it's going to get to Boston. So I'm going to have a bit of Easthampton pride up there. Let me ask Burns to come up here and I know John will do the same. They've got the great privilege of representing this community, and we actually do work down in Boston. But on behalf of the Massachusetts State Senate, let me congratulate Easthampton City Arts in recognition of the 2012 Easthampton Bear Fest, celebrating local art and community, presented by myself on behalf of the Great and General Court and the Massachusetts State Senate. Keep up the great work. We love you, Easthampton. That, let me introduce to you, who's not paying attention, but he does pay attention when he's in the House of Representatives, really a leader in so many issues confronting our great state's Commonwealth, from health care and other municipal issues, and a great partner, a great representative for your hometown. Please join me in welcoming State Representative John Syback. John?
You know, we've been talking about Burns, but we also have to recognize Denise Riggs in terms of her support here for this event. You know, it's fun to come last. I got a chance to listen to the mayor with all the thanks and listen to the senator. You know, I've never seen such pandering in my lifetime. This is a day to have fun, so you're gonna have to bear with me on this stuff. Okay, please. It was 2009. We were here 3 years ago. And it's been 3 years since the Bears are back. And really, it's been an unbearable wait to wait 3 more years for them to come. As I said, and the group, ECA Plus, who's larger, you've heard about the volunteers. They are totally pre-bared for this. You'll see them all out there. I mean, this truly is embarrassing for me. But in all seriousness, this really is one of the stellar events. I've seen similar events tried in other communities, some not too far from here. First word begins with a West, and Little Dogs, and candidly, it wasn't anywhere near as successful as it was here in Easthampton. If you walked these streets in 2009, you saw people from outside this community, outside this state, outside this region, who came to this community specifically to see the Bears and said, we have to come back. So they participated in terms of things like the Arts Walk, like will happen tonight. They ate food in these restaurants. They realized what a great place it is to live. For me, I live on the other side of the mountain in South Hadley, and it's great on this side. This is one of the fantastic events, and I really have to applaud everybody for what they did. It is tremendous. And I encourage you to spend the time and invite all your friends, your neighbors, your relatives to come and see these Bears, because it's truly extraordinary. Now, there's other things going on, and so it's time to say stop, because in a few minutes you'll see somebody come up here, they will unveil this thing, and I guarantee you they will do it with their bare hands. So, with no further ado, thank you, welcome, let's get this bear unveiled.
We're going to take a few minutes to do an unveiling and then a couple of announcements.
Is Nancy Potvin here, the artist? Come on up. Yes, this is Nancy, the artist of Bear Crossing, sponsored by Fink and Paris. It's appropriate right here at this intersection, at this parking lot, and I'm going to have you have to pull the white one. Drum roll, please. And we have a special announcement.
Well, we actually have a couple of things. I want to ask John Sybeck to come back up, only because while he was giving us all of his humor, he forgot his official role.
I forgot that I was bearing a citation for... Hey, it's really hard to remember all those puns. But all serious, Burns? We have a citation for the Massachusetts House. You hereby know to all the House of Representatives office sincerest congratulations to Easthampton City Arts Plus in recognition of Bearfest 2012. Retired membership offers its very best wishes, expresses hope for future good fortune, continued success. This 9th day of June, State House by Robert DeLeo, Speaker, offered by myself, John Sybeck. Congratulations.
Very nice, thank you. We have a couple of announcements. As you know, there's an official t-shirt for the Bear Fest. And there was a contest back February, maybe? Yeah, the Naked Bear Party. Naked Bear Party. So I want to announce that the winner is Emily Fisher from Center School. Emily, are you here? Amelie Fisher, I'm sorry. Well, we have for Amelie. Hey! It's a wonderful shirt, and it's a special award. I want to tell the people a little bit about it, so I'm going to borrow it for you for a minute.
Excuse me, this is the shirt.
Here's the shirt. It's a wonderful shirt. They're available for sale at all of the participating sales agents. Thank you, Marcia, for that wonderful modeling job. Now, this is a participation award awarded to Emily, and I want to tell you that it's signed by Burns as the ECA coordinator, but it's also stamped by our special Teddy Bear Stewart. Now, you're going to see Teddy Bear Stewart here, but he's got a Twitter account. So look for him and listen and tweet. Thank you. And I'm not sure that the next winner is here, but we have a special ice cream, as you may have heard, may have tasted, from Montown Ice Cream. And it's called Bear S'mores, and I did see a list of the ingredients, and it's very chocolatey. But the winner was Megan Condon. So Megan, if you were here, congratulations. So Megan's prize is ice cream for a year. Megan, do you want to tell folks how you came up with the idea? You don't have to. No? Wonderful idea. Thanks, Megan. And I'll turn it back over to Burns.
We will have some ice cream tasting momentarily, but I'd like to hand over the mic to our model, Marsha Morrison.
Thanks, Burns. I'm here to kind of do sweep up. I would like to say one thing. This happens to be my birthday. What a way to celebrate. Yeah, I turned 30 yesterday. Okay. All right. There's so many wonderful things to do. We're going to try to get you behind those lovely people over there in yellow, 2:45-ish, about 15 minutes or so, and you're going to walk up the street and see the bears as you go. If you have your programs, and there are plenty available, you'll know that artists will be standing by those bears to give you a little talk about how they were inspired, etc. There's free ice cream over there, and behind me we have merchants who would love to see you and participate in our local works. Particularly, I want to mention something I just got over at Hairspace.
Your own call.
It's a temporary tattoo and it's lots of fun. So have a great day, and I'll try to give you have the brass band start playing. They'll start moving. Follow them. Okay? Bye.